Good morning, bienvenue, welcome to the council meeting for the municipality of the county of Annapolis. I'll start by saying Happy St. Patrick's Day. And the next thing will be make sure that you have your cell phones off so that it does not interrupt our meeting. And we will start with roll call.
District 1, Mary Carson Walker.
District 2, Jesse Hare. District 3, Dustin. District 4, Charles Cranky.
District 5, Lynn Longley.
District 6, John Welch.
District 7, Ted Eggenberg.
District 8, Niall Harding.
District 9, Gidget Oxford.
District 10, Brian Fuzzy Malone.
District 11, Diana Blau. Okay, do we have any disclosure of interest for today? We do. Councilor Ardenbar?
I'm not sure if I should be, but I think I do with 6.7, council remuneration. Would that be a disclosure of interest?
I wouldn't say so. I think so. Maybe effective, but
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else? Seeing none, we'll move along. About the approval of the order of the day. We have no changes, we have no additions. The approval of the... Okay. Let's go to the approval of the municipal council minutes. The first council minutes are on page 3. No. For the municipal council for Tuesday, February 17, 2026. Are there any errors, corrections for these minutes? Seeing none, we're ready to approve. Okay, let's move on to the second set of minutes. The public hearing on page 13. Let's go on February 17, 2026. Do we have any corrections?
Just on page 15 there, at the top, if we get formally, should be called for it.
Okay. Are there any others? Okay, so unanimously consent to the corrections that we have there?
Yes.
Okay, let's go on to correspondence. On page 17, so we have a letter from the municipality of the county of Virginia. And we have read it through. And it's important that we all know that we are now working on our own public solutions. With that, any comments? Thank you. Move on. On page 18, we have a series of 10. So I will read one here. We will start with 5.1. Councilor Austin.
I move to approve the road name Cliffside Way, the shared access road to Deep Brook on CID 0532-1702 in accordance with the recommendation of New York State.
Thank you, Councilor. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
No, motion carries. Point 2.
I move to approve the road name Trappers Lane for the shared access road in Albany New on PID 0531-0818 pursuant to the recommendation of committee of the whole.
Thank you, seconder. Franklin. Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. Thank you. 5.3.
low-income tax exemption as circulated 7 days notice given on March 7, 2027.
Seconder. Mr. Grant. Mr. Question. Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. 5.4. Mr. Wells.
I move to approve the Valley Solid Waste Resource Management Authority Guarantee Resolution in the amount of $51,961 to replace the guarantee for capital projects completed in 2025-2026 from the prior year's budget that expired in accordance with the recommendation.
Seconder. Councilperson Dawson. Comments or questions? All in favor, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. 5.5. Councilor Long.
I move to authorize the required pre-approval form for the administration building renovations to participate in the Finance and Treasury Board's upcoming spring debenture offering pursuant to the recommendation of the committee of the whole.
Thank you. Seconder. Councilperson Dawson. Comments and questions? All in favor, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Motion passed. 5.6.
I move to authorize the required pre-approval form for venture MFC 31A1 for refinancing the upcoming balloon payment for the Bridgetown water utility. Participate in the Finance and Treasury Board's upcoming spring venture offering in accordance with recommendations committee of the whole.
Thank you. Seconder. Aguilar. Questions or comments? All in favor, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Thank you. 5.7. Councilperson Shaw.
I move to approve the amendments to the council administration policy 14 as presented, secondly removing the March 7th.
Thank you. Seconder. Councilor Wells. Any comments, questions? Deputy Warden.
The only thing I just want to mention for people that are going to be listening is the same thing I said to committee of the whole, that this is a CPI increase. So it matches what the staff of the county are getting. And it's not a new thing, it's something that's done year over year, just like the county staff. It's not the fact that we need ourselves cost of living.
Very good. Thank you. Anybody else? Okay. Thank you. All in favor, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Motion passed. 5.8. Mr. Thomas.
I'd like to recommend the council to provide funding in the amount of $4,972 plus funds recoverable just feed to the village of Norristown for medical equipment to use at the Norristown Community Health Center to be funded from BL 8153 fiscal recognition.
Condition.
Recruitment. Position recruitment pursuant to the recommendation of the committee of the whole.
Thank you very much, Councilor. Seconder. Councilor Austin. Questions or comments? Deputy Warden.
Oh, that's right there.
Not that one? Okay. Water position. Other questions? All in favor, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. 5.9. Oh, Councilor Aguilar.
I move to submit municipal paving priorities pertaining to 0.6-kilometer portion of Church Street and a 0.9-kilometer portion of Granville Street for repaving under the 5-year Thompson Provincial repaving program at an estimated cost of $1.5 million in accordance with the recommendation of the committee of the whole.
Thank you. Seconder. Councilor Warden.
on Church Street, it said that if we don't get any matching funding, it would lose consent. The question was asked, why? Said because of the program, then I think it's not. Because it said that X amount of dollars. Going through the program and those roads only fit that program, that's fine. But if it's said that if it doesn't get the program, it's still a portion of it. The one highway, in the case, travel 4 times under construction. Taxpayer dollars.
The difference being that it's like, you know, AR we know that there's lots of roads that are issues, we don't know. We don't own right. No, we are. We own the north portion, we go to the former town.
Yeah, and I understand that. But if we're spending, like I say, if we're not going through a program, then I think that if we're going to put money aside to fix roads, and be accepted from the program, all roads are going to be done.
Thank you. To explore further, I understand that this is a program. We have to meet the board to meet the hours. But again, is damage on Church Street and the repair needed due to all of the construction and project that has gone on there for several years in the Mountain Meadows, a lot of heavy load. And certainly in the early days, it seemed like they did a fair bit of filling of holes and things like that because I travel it regularly. Just curious if we're still going to explore that because again, as Councilor Hall has said, there are other roads in the, now if they are, if they fit the criteria, of course, that's good. Are we going to explore anything further with whomever, the province, the group that is contracted? Just curious.
The tree warden, we do need to do a bit more exploration there. I've heard from counselors that there was an agreement in place. There was an agreement related to sewer installation and then possible patch and repair. Anything over and above that, we certainly need to provide. People to see it.
Any other comments? Oh, okay.
And just to further that discussion, when the job originally started, I was still a civilian counselor, and I actually live in that section of the road. There's a lot more at stake for those potholes that are, well, they're all back again. That was just a temporary patch that actually did. And I originally had written letters to Councilor Carey and things like that. But a lot of people don't realize is that those houses are very close to that section of the road. And that first section, which includes this 26, there's a lot more damage being done than just the odd person having to repair a tire or whatever because of any craters that live in the road. A lot of those houses are century houses along there, and every time those big trucks go by and buses, they get those potholes, there's a lot of rattling and shaking. So I don't know what infrastructure's happening, but the sooner that road gets done, the sooner there's going to be less liability on the county, perhaps, for unintended damage that's being caused us. And let it be known clearly, this road, as Councilor Grant had stated earlier in previous meetings, but to see a committee of the whole, that was a deep fill, especially that intersection of the 10th. That whole thing was dug up, all infrastructure put underneath it. And now, it wasn't that long ago, and a lot of this damage is right in that area. It's caused directly by this construction project. Just wanted to be on record of saying that, and let everybody here know that it's not the potholes that we're dealing with. This is a major issue.
Thank you. Everything is being considered, there's no doubt. Okay, any other comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Motion passed. Okay, we are on 5.10. Answer Walsh.
I move $50,000 from the 2025-2026 operating budget account 9463 Park Strategic Initiatives to the operating reserve to be used in the 2026-2027 pursuant to the recommendation of the committee of the whole.
Any comments or questions?
I just want to say thanks to the accounting department for putting the accounting numbers in their request to
Any other comments? Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Motion passed. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to state. We have recommendations, four recommendations here for the subcommittee. Oh, Councilor Carroll.
I move to give direction to the CAO that during the 2026-2027 fiscal year, that a study be performed that would review all current and potential area rates within Indianapolis County and provide potential options for consideration.
Thank you. Seconder, Mr. Gordon. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Motion passed. Second recommendation, Councilor Patrick.
I move to amend the capital budget for the administrative building assessment project for the 2026-2027 budget to be funded by the operation reserve.
Thank you. Seconder. Councilor Harding. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Motion passed. Third motion. Mr. Welch.
I move to amend the Monroe Lake amount in the capital budget to $20,000.
Thank you very much. Seconder. Councilor Harding. Thank you. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Motion passed. Councilor Percival.
I move to add an addition to the 2026-2027 capital budget for an upgrade to Shannon River Park for the amount of $15,000 coming from the recreation reserve.
Very much. Seconder. Councilor Connell. Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Motion passed. Okay, let's move on. The PAC recommendations on page 21. We have three recommendations. This is to start on the first. Councilor Councilor Longley.
I recommend that municipal council give first reading and set a public hearing date of April 21st, 2026 to consider the amendment application that redesignates 148 of 150, 148, 150 South Street, PID 05145651 from mixed use to residential and rezones it from mixed use MX to multi-unit residential R2 in accordance with the recommendation of the Planning Advisory Committee.
Thank you. I need a second. Councilor Aguilar. Any questions or comments on this presentation? Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Motion passed. Second motion. Councilperson Felton.
I recommend that municipal council give first reading and set a public hearing date of April 21st, 2026 to consider an application submitted by the Bear River Volunteer Fire Department to amend the text of the Cornwall Park secondary planning strategy and land use bylaw to allow public use in the light industrial IND zone pursuant to the recommendation of the Planning Advisory Committee.
Thank you. I need a seconder. Councilor Hardy. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Motion passed. Third recommendation. Councilor Austin.
I recommend that municipal council give first reading of its intent to support amendments to the future land use map and zoning map of the Annapolis County planning area. Set a public hearing date of April 21st, 2026 in accordance with recommendations from the Planning Advisory Committee.
Thank you. Seconder. Councilor Aguilar. Comments or questions? Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Motion passed. All right, so on page 26 and 27, we have the council tracking list of all the motions and where they are in their given in progress. Very good, thank you for that. All right, we're going to go right to councilor comments. Charlie, good.
Greetings from District 1. Just wanted to mention, as the weather improves, some of our roads kind of need a little care, maintenance. Just wanted to mention to email the dpw-lcc@novascotia.ca with any concerns, potholes, and what have you. I always like to put in as much detail as possible, the number where it may be found. I even taken a picture of my son standing in one. Is that today?
Everything else.
His rubber boots did. Wilmot Neighborhood Watch meeting, usually it's held the first Monday of the month, but the next one where it falls on Easter weekend will be April 13th at 6 p.m. And to my agriculture friends out there, the Melvinsburg Community Center is hosting adoptive rotational grazing for reproductive pastures. Saturday, March 21st. Reach out to Carrie Brown for any further details. Enjoy the nice money weather.
District 2.
District 2, keep it short and sweet with this good weather we're having. It's the return of all the great breakfasts we have in the county, in particular in my district. The Fort George Rec Center will be having theirs the second Sunday of this month as the usual first Sunday into Easter weekend. Margarettsville Fire Hall will be having theirs on Saturday, April 4th of this month. I know we had some trouble last year with the wildfires, didn't have quite as many, so hopefully they can get back to the swing of things. I would also recommend anybody to have a look at Evergreen Theater's schedule for live local entertainment way in back of Margarettsville. I guess to end it off, I look forward to warm weather recreation as well. I've already had my photo once in the Annapolis River for a very short drive. It was short as a motor truck.
Short. And
Now leave it at that.
thank you, District 3.
Thank you. As we move into March, it is great to start seeing signs of spring across District 3. With that comes a return of more community events, gatherings, and activities that bring people back together after the long winter months. I appreciate the different winter activities our county recreation staff have put on in District 3 and across the county. I've received a huge amount of positive feedback, and citizens are looking forward to many more events next winter. I know that kick sledding and the other things that showed snowshoeing was a huge hit, especially in Provincial Park. I'd encourage residents to keep an eye out for the upcoming Annapolis County Community Guide. When it's published, it's always a great resource to see what's happening across our community. I'd also recommend following the Bridgetown Reader and the county's social media channel or pages. They're excellent ways to stay informed and connected with local events and initiatives. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize a very special milestone within mine and Head District, Councillor Eckenberg, the 70th anniversary of the Bridgetown and Area Lions Club. I had the privilege of attending their celebration dinner last night and was honored to be their guest speaker. It was a great evening reflecting on the history, impact, and dedication from this organization. For 70 years, the Lions Club has played a vital role in supporting our community, often behind the scenes. Their commitment to service is something we should all be proud of, and I want to extend my sincere congratulations and thanks to all the past and present members. Also, March 15th marked the start of the wildfire season here in Nova Scotia. This means residents are no longer permitted to burn between 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. I would strongly recommend and encourage everyone to check Nova Scotia Burn Safe website after 2 p.m. each day when it's updated. As what we went through in the fall, it's nice to make sure that people are taking this seriously. As we've seen in recent years, it's critical to do our very best to take part to reduce the risk of wildfire. I'd also like to take a moment for another special acknowledgement within our municipality. Staff Sergeant Mike Maxwell will soon be moving from his role with the Annapolis District RCMP as the detachment commander. After nearly 5 years in the leadership position, not only was he first was actually posted here as the Ops NCO, the second in command of the detachment, ended up getting promoted to his current role. During this time, we've seen meaningful progress in how the local RCMP engages with the county, our communities, and our police advisory committee. His leadership has helped strengthen those relationships and has made a real difference in all the communities. I want to sincerely thank him for his service and wish him all the best in the next role. Finally, I want to thank the residents for continuing to reach out, share feedback, and stay engaged. I look forward to seeing many of the citizens out in the community events as we start to warm up.
Thank you. District 4.
Greetings from District 4. Like many other councilors, glad to see spring underway. Before I get started, I just want to take a split second to acknowledge the unfortunate event that happened in my district last week on the Annapolis River. Without going into too much detail, but just say unfortunately affected the entire county, the province, this area of the province, and those in my district, notably the communities of Belle Isle, Granville Center, and surrounding communities. Our hearts go out to the families of the victims of that unfortunate accident. I want to thank all those involved in the search efforts and the efforts still ongoing. Particularly the fire department's ground search and rescue and all the other emergency organizations that responded rather quickly in a coordinated effort, and also acknowledge a lot of the residents who let rescuers search their properties along riverbanks and things like that, because aerial visibility wasn't always possible. So just thank you to everybody involved in like always jumping up in the 11th hour when called upon. So heart goes out to everybody involved. So on a more positive note, the Round Hill Music Show will be held at the Round Hill Community Hall on Saturday, March 28th at 7 p.m. It is a free will offering with lots of local artists performing. They have 50-50.
And I'm looking forward to other halls, around the second community hall, check the date to see if anything is started. I've had some discussion. Next month, open. Just a reminder for Vermont. March 15th. A lot to say today. Even Sunday when I was checking my property, the areas that were wet were not really drenching, so there was not. Reminder for those listening that the grant program is still open till April 1st, and volunteer nominations are open to March 31st. So check the county website and social pages for more information on that. Thank you.
Good morning to Annapolis County. Councilor update on District 5. There are many wonderful ways to stay connected and active, engaged across our communities. I'm pleased to share just a few. I'll try and go through. Lower Granville Hall, located at 3551. They have coffee on Friday mornings at 10, donation at the door. Lovely time to catch up with friends and enjoy some time together. Tai Chi and yoga with Danny is well underway, 6 to 8 week sessions, and going along as planned, and people are thoroughly enjoying it. So stay tuned for more opportunities on something like that in case you'd like to take a challenge. Craft nights are Monday night, 7 p.m. Bring your project, share ideas, and enjoy some good time with others. Book club is third Monday of each month, 7 to 8. Join the conversation and connect over shared love of reading. Up and coming plant and seed sales swap. April 25th, 12 to 3 p.m. Vendor spaces are available, and you can contact lowergranvillehall@gmail.com to inquire. A wonderful addition to the hall this month at Lower Granville was the AED that they had been successful on last year is now housed inside a heated outdoor cabinet and available for emergency use. This is a meaningful step in strengthening community safety and assurance for all. To learn more about the Lower Granville Hall, www.lowergranvillehall.com. Youngs Cove Community Hall, 5407 Shore Road West. Monday mornings are coffee from 10 to 11:30. We have a great time, a great way to gather and connect. Friday nights are jam sessions at 7 p.m. Bring a snack to share and enjoy a great evening of music. I look forward to seeing Councillor Aguilar there. Monthly potluck and jam session last Friday as well. We'll also host a potluck that starts at 5:30 and then the jam session at 7. And then, of course, bring a snack to share at that. Donations at the door, of course, 50-50, and the AGM is tomorrow night at the Eastcote Hall. A note on our community halls. Our halls are truly special places with vintage and fighter throughout our Annapolis County. Beyond the many programs offered, there are welcoming spaces available to rent for special events, whether it's a family celebration, gathering, workshop, or a community function. These spaces continue to bring our people together and are a meaningful part of the strength and spirit of our community. Local things to stop and shop at: Bayside Farms, 1126 Mackenzie Mountain Road, maple syrup, eggs, you name it, check it out. Crow's Nest, great place to eat and catch the best, well, they catch the best seafood in town. 3931 Shore Road West. Bell's Pantry is a blessing to our communities, providing resources to those who need it. And if you do need and you don't know if you need or if you meet the criteria, please take and as well leave something if you can. Celebrating our volunteers. Volunteer nominations are now open until March 31st. Annapolis County is incredibly fortunate to have so many individuals who give their time, energy, and compassion to support others. These quiet acts of service truly shape the strength of our communities. If you know someone deserving of recognition, please consider nominating them. You can check that out at volunteer@annapoliscounty.ca. In closing, it's inspiring to see continued strength of our communities, whether through wellness programs, shared meals, music, or other simple moments of connection. I encourage everyone to get out and check out those lovely spaces. I'm not going to mention the Nova Scotia Burn State. Please be responsible and check it out. Park Run, although not in my district, is an important part of our recreation offerings. And that will begin, I believe, April 4th, 9 o'clock, St. Patrick's Lane, I think, something like that. It's going to be amazing, and I welcome all of us around this table to town. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. District 6.
Greetings from District 6. This past month has been another busy one across the district. I've heard from a number of residents regarding the proposed forestry cutting around Mickey Hill and the proposed Bin Farm lease expansion in the Annapolis Basin. Both forestry and agriculture fall in provincial jurisdiction, but I appreciate residents taking the time to reach out and share their perspectives. Hearing from the community helps keep local voices part of the discussion. On March 12th, I attended the Nova Scotia Engagement Days Economic Prosperity Roundtable. Both the warden and our CAO also attended. The meeting brought together municipal and business leaders from across the Annapolis Valley to discuss economic opportunities and regional challenges. One of the presentations focused on the expected growth of CFD Greenwood and what that would mean for housing services and businesses in the valley. And I would like to suggest that perhaps we have that presentation brought down here by the commander. I think it would be a great benefit to the council to hear that. There has also been meetings and discussions with local fire departments regarding provincial changes that would affect fire services. I appreciate the time our volunteer firefighters continue to dedicate to these discussions and the communities they serve. Thank you. I'm also glad to report that work is continuing on the Bear River Fire Department substation in Cornwallis Park, which will help improve response coverage in that area. I was also pleased to attend the retirement celebration of Carol Ann Lister Sampson, who retired after 35 years as Bear River's postmistress for Canada Post. Most people in our community know and love Carol Ann, and we wish her all the best in retirement. As spring now arrives, many of our local community hubs are ramping up activities and events. I encourage residents to keep an eye on what's happening in their local halls, community centers, and gathering places. There's always a lot going on, and it's a great way to stay connected with neighbors and community groups. Spring also means more cyclists and motorcycles are back on our roads, so please keep an extra eye out and share the road safely. As always, much of our councilors' work happens through calls, emails, and meetings with residents and community groups. Please feel free to reach out if there's something that you would like to discuss.
Thank you. Okay, we are in District 7.
Thank you. Greetings from District 7. Best wishes to everyone on this beautiful St. Patrick's Day. I wrote this the other day, so it was pretty windy on the way down here, but it's still going to be beautiful because I looked out, it was 17 degrees today. So here are some of the events that will be taking place or have taken place around District 7 and in our county. I also wish to acknowledge the Lions Club milestone where they had their 70th anniversary dinner and event gala Monday night, last night at the Legion in Bridgetown. 70 years, that's a long time to serve the community, and they're still doing it. So bravo to the Lions Club for that, and lots of accolades came in loud and clear last night. Note for Thursday, March the 19th at 6:30 p.m., the Bridgetown Dog Park Association will be holding its annual general meeting. Volunteers and board members are needed, so you can actually email for details to bridgetowndogpark@outlook.com. Monday, March the 30th, join the genealogy circle at the Paradise Heritage Center at 6:30 p.m. No experience is needed. You just need to come and share your history, and the theme for this one is Finding Lost History. So Barbara Bishop will be putting on a presentation there, so anybody that's interested in that in the area, certainly welcome to come along. A big shout out to for the 10th annual Bridgetown Hockey Memorial Cup weekend. It starts this weekend, runs from Friday, March 20th, with the game start around 6 p.m. Through to championship rounds on Sunday at the Bridgetown Memorial Arena. This event has grown exponentially over the years, and this year the event is going to feature two men's divisions, and they've added a women's division this year as well. So all in all, there's 14 teams, 10 men's teams and 4 women's teams. It's gotten so big that actually they've had to bring other areas as well to have this event go on. It's high level, it's exciting, and come on down to Bridgetown and the area rinks and enjoy this great sport event to close out the year for the hockey in the area. April the 19th, this is a future show for the Centerley Community Hall celebrating Earth Day, their annual Earth Day event, which is sponsored by Soups, Sabre Old Forest Group. Full day of events, food, and actually live music going to be going on there at the new Nancy Godfrey outdoor stage. So that's an event that's a big event for every year. So that's going to be on April the 19th, that's Sunday. Thank you, District 7.
Thank you. District 8.
Hey, Gordon. Good morning, everyone from District 8. It's nice to see the first signs of spring, getting warm, snow going away a little bit. Don't mind a little bit of rain, that's all right. Hope everyone's enjoying March break, taking your kids to work stuff. I brought mine here today. I also have in here a quick reminder about the wildfire season starting March 15th. I think Deputy Warden kind of covered that, so I can skip over that. My family and I attended the Bear River Fire Hall's monthly breakfast, as we usually do on Saturday, March 7th, and they unveiled a new fire truck at that breakfast, which was very cool. The kids love to see that. It's a new an F550. It has a pumper on it. It's got all the equipment on the back, so any of their members will be able to drive that. Well, certain qualifications, so it's a really important addition to their fleet, and it was really nice to see. There's been a lot of discussions around fire services over the past month, especially with some of the legislative changes that are coming through. So I'd like to thank our local departments for coming to some recent meetings and helping us better understand their needs. I think it really demonstrates how dedicated and important our volunteer departments are. They do an amazing job fundraising and managing their finances so that they can purchase new equipment like this truck, and all of that benefits our community. It makes them safer. So I'd like to applaud all 11 of our volunteer fire departments for the work that they do. I also have plans to attend a few meetings with community groups in the coming weeks, and I look forward to some good discussions with them. And I'm also looking forward to our Marketing Levy Committee meeting that's coming up this week as well. This group's been very productive, and I'm eager to continue those discussions as we look to promote tourism and support the growth in our county, which is really important right now. That's it for me, and I'll be putting my snowblower away this week, so... Thank you very much.
Thank you, Counselor. In District 9.
Greetings from District 9. I'd just like to remind our communities that there is still time to nominate a volunteer. The deadline is quickly approaching, is March 31st. Information on the process can be found on the county website. It's very important that we're recognizing our volunteers. Thank you to all involved with the budget process the last several weeks. Council was provided with excellent detailed information, and we engaged in some sometimes lively discussions regarding the budget for the upcoming year. The province has embarked on changes to fire services. This provided an opportunity to meet with members in our county. I received feedback from a few. This was the first time these important community members were brought together with staff and council. Very positive feedback on that process. It's important that we listen and capture the positive aspects and the challenges for the service that they provide to our residents. With spring soon arriving, please get involved in community events. Some groups have annual cleanup activities. Take a little time and help where you can. It builds a sense of community and demonstrates the pride we have in Annapolis County. Keep an eye on the county social media sites and website for upcoming activities, as well as the reader. There's lots to do this spring. That's it for me.
Thank you, Councillor. District 10.
Good morning from District 10. Happy St. Patty's Day. I have Irish background in my family history. And green sweater and a green shirt. But Harry Davidson Church wasn't suitable to come to council.
So can we keep the dance?
No.
No. That's all right.
I'd like to put a shout out to the Bridgetown Reader. It supplies what's going on in a lot of our halls and our communities throughout all of Annapolis County, and I know the readers appreciate that. And since I've been in this term, I've taken the Reader every Friday or Saturday to the little store in Springfield, and last weekend, actually, the lady said, "Oh yeah, people have come in now. They want to know, is this the earliest edition?" So I'm glad that it's catching on, that it's there for them, and I'm glad they're participating in seeing what's in our county, because they are a part of our county. Trails are getting busy. Gone from Skidooin, had a phenomenal season of snowmobiles. Talking to some people even yesterday. This has been a phenomenal year, probably for 10 years or so, since we've had this kind of snow. The trails on the North Mountain were just as good as the trails on the South Mountain. So it was well recognized from people from Halifax through the South Shore that participated in the snowmobiling this winter. So hopefully, people that like snow, hopefully we get another winter next winter.
Come on. You and I, Councillor Hurley, you're going to make me read.
Had a few calls on the East End on just some of the policies and stuff, and some information, passed it on to staff, which they did a very excellent job. Sometimes people call you even when they are having meetings and already set up meetings, but they still call counselors to see what our input is or our intake of certain items and stuff. So it's good to see. Glad the county staff is taking care of a lot of that. Had some calls on the tax sale, and it's settled down. Mainly when I look through the tax sale and see what sold and what didn't. So I guess it's good till next year in Canada. See what happens with some firms. Other than that, it is a rainy day, and the mud season is here. And they are predicting a snowstorm on the 31st.
Days away.
There's movement to that.
Don't go away yet.
All sorts of good news. You guys are testing the waters. There you go. Thank you, Councillor, I think, for the last comment anyway. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all, and happy March break. Not because some parents are probably juggling, but the kids are having fun. The weather's getting better day by day, so it is great to see the kids and adults alike out walking and biking. Everybody needs to be vigilant, though, with residents out and about enjoying this spring weather. we are going to have more snow, there's no doubt. I'd like to say thank you to all of the departments that are helping and have helped to find the two residents that were missing so tragically. And to also say our condolences from the county to you and your family and friends. Last but not least, I also have attended, but everybody else basically said where I've been as well, in Bosnia, Sierra Rob, and other different places to enjoy the public and see what's going on in the community. And check out the Facebook page of the Three Rivers Community Center on updates, upcoming events. And that is, and be safe out there. That's it for me, so thank you. So, unless there's anything else, and I see nothing else on your agenda, we have completed our agenda. So,